Well, hello everyone. My name is Jane Lowe, and it's my pleasure to support Island Pharmaceuticals on investor relations. I'm here today with Dr. David Foster, and I will start by saying hello to you, David. Good morning.
Hi, Jane. Good morning. Good to see you.
Great to see you as well. So now you're in Australia at the moment, updating investors on Island's progress, but also chatting with option holders regarding an important date, which is this coming Friday or June 14. Perhaps we start by talking about what happens this Friday, as there is a choice that existing option holders need to make, and we don't want anyone to miss out. And then perhaps we'll move on to an update on progress.
That sounds great, Jane. Happy to do that. And you're right, this Friday is an important deadline for option holders. We recently completed a financing, and in connection with that financing, each of the participants received a share and an option. The option had an additional incentive to it that if the option was exercised by this Friday, an additional piggyback option would be given to that shareholder. So it's a very important deadline. There's some exciting progress coming up in the next few months, and we wouldn't want anybody to miss out on the opportunity to get their additional option.
So if I am an existing option holder, and we've had this question a couple of times in the last week, how do I go about exercising my options?
Right. Yeah, good question. So anyone that's an option holder will be able to find the documentation within the portal of our share registry, which is provided by Atomic. The address for Atomic is investor.atomic.com.au. Once you've signed into the Atomic portal, go to Documents and Statements, then download the document titled ILAO Options Exercise Form. You can follow the instructions on the form. Worth mentioning that payments do need to be received by 5 p.m. AEST this Friday, the 14th of June, which is when this part of the offer closes. If you have any questions about any of this, please don't hesitate to contact us. You can send an email to info@islandpharmaceuticals.com.
And I will just add, to be really clear, that is Automic, AUTOMIC, for anyone that's trying to find that website address. Okay, so June 14 is an important deadline. Can you perhaps also just provide a bit more info about the structure of this offer, because it's unusual? Maybe just talk to how it works and why it's been set up in this way.
Absolutely. So again, we did a rights offering. We closed that rights offering in March, just about 3 months ago. The shares were sold at that time at 6 cents per share. In addition to the share, each of the participants received an option, as I've already mentioned. The exercise price of that option is 6 cents a share, and it has an expiration date of March of 2025. I've already mentioned that if you exercise that option by June 14th, you get an additional piggyback option that's also priced at 6 cents a share. The exercise price would be 6 cents. The piggyback option also has an expiration of March 2025. Now, that's a really important timing because we are soon to embark on a very exciting phase 2 clinical study. The phase 2 clinical trial is going to be, it's actually a very quick study. We are planning to be dosing within the next couple of months. We're expecting data to be coming in potentially as early as by the end of this calendar year, with more data coming in Q1, all of which should be received before that option expiration date. So we think it is a very good time right now for option holders to capitalize on this opportunity, to exercise the option, get the additional piggyback option, because we think there's a real opportunity to see some value growth.
Thanks, David. And as part of this roadshow, we've released an updated investor presentation. So perhaps just talk quickly to the highlights. You covered a little bit of that just then around the phase 2, but also what you see coming down the line from a milestones point of view.
Right. So some of the things we've been excited to talk about on this roadshow are, we recently completed our phase 1 dose escalation study. This was conducted in Australia. met all of the endpoints. The study went very, very well. So we demonstrated the drug was safe and well tolerated. This is ESTLA 101 for our dengue program. Safe and well tolerated. We also found out that using the drug that we made, the dose that we are predicting to use in our upcoming phase 2 study achieves a blood concentration that's already been demonstrated to be effective against the dengue virus, giving us great confidence moving into this upcoming clinical trial. Upcoming milestones, what you should be seeing soon with the next few weeks, we'll start talking in great detail about this phase 2 study. We expect to be screening and enrolling for patients or healthy volunteers in this study as early as July. We anticipate dosing potentially as early as August, with dosing complete likely by October. This gives us the opportunity for data to be coming in, as I mentioned previously, beginning by the end of this calendar year and certainly into Q1 of 25. So again, a very exciting next 6 to 9 months. And we've been excited to talk to people, and we've had a lot of very exciting conversations over the last week or so.
Without doubt, an extremely exciting time for the company. So it's terrific to have you here in Australia. Great to have had some time with you today and running over these important dates as they're coming up. A reminder to anyone, if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. info@islandpharmaceuticals.com is the email address, probably the easiest way to get through. And we look forward to keeping you across Island's progress. Thank you all. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you all.